To create a happy and beautiful life, we must be intentional with our time. There are 4 routines that every mother should have in place to help you create the happy and peaceful life that you desire and deserve. A routine is simply a sequence of actions that we repeat, but it's important that our routines work for us and not against us. For me, when I hear the word routine, it adds a bit of stress or anxiety. And I think that's because I think of things being very regimented and strict. And so if I don't stick to the routine perfectly, I tend to feel like I've failed somehow. And so I've started using different words to describe a routine. So instead, I like to call them flows or rhythms. And that takes away that strictness that the word routine has with it. And as a mother, whenever I've tried to follow a routine, it seems like something always gets in the way and I can't stick to it. And so that's why I've started calling them rhythms and flows, and I just insert them into my day and do the best that I can. A morning flow sounds so much more easygoing and relaxing than a morning routine. So the first routine that all mothers need is a morning flow. All day long, we pour ourselves into our families, but you can't pour from an empty cup. So it's really important to start your day filling your own cup and doing things that make you feel fulfilled. So this could be as simple as going for a walk, doing yoga, or reading a book, or drinking your favorite tea or coffee from a mug that you love, or you could do all of these things. Make sure you find at least one thing every morning to do that makes you feel happy. You should also take time every morning to look your best. So even if you aren't leaving the house, it's still important to get dressed and do your hair and make yourself feel beautiful. You'll feel happier during the day, you'll be more productive, and you will see that your days just seem to go better. It's also important to move your body in the morning. This will help you have more energy during the day, and you'll just feel better overall. You don't need to complicate it and go out and get some fitness app or routine or anything like that. Just move your body in whatever way feels best. It could be as simple as just going for a walk, or you could do yoga or just stretch in the morning. Just do something that feels good to you. And the last thing in your morning flow that you want is to fuel your body with nutritious food. So make sure you take time every morning to have a delicious, nutritious breakfast, so you feel good and you have energy for your day. We don't want to wake up 20 minutes before we need to go to work or start our day. So make sure you wake up early enough to get these things in so you don't feel like you're playing catch up all day long. So in your morning flow, you need to make sure you make time to do something that makes you feel happy. Take the time to get dressed and look your best. Also, nourish your body with nutritious food and move your body to build energy. This will prime your day to be happier and more enjoyable. This flow doesn't have to all happen together or uninterrupted. Now this is ideal, but with little children and being a busy mom, I know that that's not always possible. And that's okay. Just make sure that you make a list of the things that will make you feel good in the morning and try to fit them into your day within the first few hours. For me, I like to start my day with my green drink and a cup of tea, and then I will get dressed and get ready for the day so I feel nice. And then at some point I will do yoga, and then I also eat a nutritious breakfast. So the next flow that you need to put in place is your evening flow. And I believe that the evening flow is even more important than your morning flow, because if you aren't rested for the following day, you won't have the energy to do anything. So it's important that you find a way to relax in the evening so you can get a good night's rest and you'll be more productive and happy the following day. In the evening, we need to do things that help us relax and wind down. So try to find 30 minutes to an hour before you go to bed to spend time for you, doing things that help you unwind and feel good. You could take a bath or do gentle stretching or yoga. You could read a book, drink a cup of tea. Try to find at least one thing that helps your mind relax and one thing that helps your body relax. Beginning and ending our day with things that make us feel happy and good are the foundation for creating a beautiful and happy life. The third routine that you should put in place is a meal plan or meal prep. And the reason for this is because when we have planned our meals for the week, we're more likely to eat healthier. And when you eat healthier, you will be happier. So try every week to write down what you're going to eat for every meal for the following week. And then when you go to the grocery store or order your groceries, get everything you need to make those meals. And then you will have everything you need on hand to make your food, and it'll be so much easier to stick to the plan. Typically, families eat the same meals over and over again. So once you do this a couple times, it won't be as difficult. It'll get easier the more you do it. And if you need some simple and nutritious meal ideas, make sure you check out my recipe playlist because I've shared a lot of my family's favorite meals. You can also consider prepping some of your food at the beginning of the week. So for me, I like to make a big batch of rice and beans because we tend to fit those into a lot of our meals throughout the week. Or when I do this, it doesn't take me as long to make the meals every evening because the things that cook the longest are already ready. And the fourth routine that you should have is a cleaning routine or system. And the reason for this is because taking care of a home is a lot of work. And if you're doing it by yourself, it can be overwhelming. And I know personally that when my house would get really messy and really dirty, that sometimes I wouldn't even know where to begin. And then I would end up doing nothing. And when you have a system in place or a flow of cleaning times, then it's much easier to know what to do, when to do it, and you don't have to think so much about it. For me, I like to do a little bit each day so that way I don't have to do so much all at once. But if you work a lot during the week or you don't have the time, then maybe it would be best if you take a couple hours on the weekend and you set that aside, and that's when you clean your home. There's no right or wrong way to do it. You just need to find what works best for you and your family. When our homes are clean, it makes us feel happier. And so it's so important to find a cleaning rhythm that works for you. And don't stress about it. Just do your best to stick with it. If you would like more in-depth content on these different daily rhythms, then make sure you subscribe because I will be making more videos on them in the future. If you found this video helpful, make sure you give it a thumbs up. I hope to see you again soon. Thank you for watching today. Bye-bye.